Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we have to talk about Kevin Garnett calling out LeBron James and suggesting that he's on PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, aka steroids. As you guys know, I made a video maybe 6-7 years ago, just deep diving into the topic. And I work for Hoops Hype, and I'm not going to give my thoughts in terms of what I think actually is going on. I'm just going to say that I just think we live in a day and age that people are able to have access and are able to pay for the resources that aren't necessarily, I guess, illegal, or I don't even think they're, bad. They're supplements that the general population does not have access to, hence why a lot of them go to Europe. And when you go to Europe, a lot of these doctors are paid to make variations of these supplements that if they do ever get banned, they can be immediately replaced with basically an exact replica. From what I've understood, again, the supplements and the medical advancements we have available to us today are safer, better, and just different than what we are thinking of or what we've seen in movies or what we've heard, the horror stories from the 80s, 70s, and 90s, where these guys are like filling themselves up with like horse stuff and other veterinarian type of supplements. I'm saying that as kind of a joke, but what we're hearing is Kevin Garnett's argument the other day about James being able to prevent Bronny from scoring during a hypothetical game did not center around age, size, or experience. Instead, Garnett suggested that James used steroids. His dad on that Balco, he on that new juice, end quote, Garnett said. And let's talk about what is Balco. So if you guys don't know, Balco, basically what Balco is it was a substance that's most famously part of a scandal that was the Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative, was what Balco stood for. And it was in San Francisco, which in 2002, the U.S. federal government investigated this lab. And basically what happened there was it was a company that they initially wanted to, start helping the sports supplement company, market. And what they used their knowledge of nutrients and through what they were able to treat the mineral shortages in athletes and help elevate their level of physical wellness. Eventually, this led to them having success with Bill Romanowski. And from there, the owner was able to acquire more additional high-profile athletes with a special concoction of undetectable drugs assembled by Illinois chemist Patrick Arnold and then distributed by personal trainer Greg Anderson, who worked with baseball player Barry Bonds. And that led to the type of drugs being distributed were, I'm going to butcher these, but you're going to see them on the screen right now. Arnold over here combined multiple drugs, even on the Olympic level, they weren't detectable. One being erythropoietin, HGH, modafinil, phenyl, testosterone cream, and then this last one that I'm not going to be able to say. But EPO is the first one. What EPOs do are they're a drug that produced in the kidney, and what they help is enhance the body's ability to move oxygen throughout it. HGH, everybody knows that it builds muscle mass, and there's no effect that it's been proven that it helps people, but people do it. Then modafinil is a stimulant that sharpens the athlete's senses and for performance. It's meant for narcolepsy. It's basically like an Adderall, but supposedly I'm pretty sure it's even better from what I've been told as someone who takes Adderall. Next, we have ourselves testosterone cream, which is rubbed on the body to introduce testosterone, which will trim body fat and build muscle. Though less effective than testosterone injections, the cream was widely used because it did not cause a significant increase in the normal testosterone levels when scrutinized by a drug test. And of course, THC designer anabolic steroid that affects the users like other anabolic steroids, making muscles bigger and stronger. While this was the one that was mainly used, we got to talk about what is Balco today. Balco's, the company itself, is extinct, but the man Victor Conti, who ran it, who created it, who's the mastermind, is a free man and runs a business to this day called Scientific Nutrition for Advanced Conditioning, or SNAC, after serving a 4-month prison sentence prior to pleading guilty in 2005. He now sells various different types of supplements and vitamins. His other conspirators or co-conspirators, Patrick Arnold and Greg Anderson, each served 3-month jail sentences after pleading guilty with it. Anderson serving an additional 3 months house arrest in 2006. Anderson was incarcerated again after being found in contempt of court for refusing to testify about Barry Bonds and Gary Sheffield's alleged use of banned steroids. So, as we go back to this whole KG LeBron beef, what do I think happened? And I don't know, I think the whole idea and thought process for a guy like KG calling out LeBron was more so obviously to stir headlines, because at the end of the day, LeBron's spending $1 million on his body a year. You think, and these guys, I think every professional man, woman, they're taking stuff that are different. Hey, I've heard stories, going to school out in Kansas and hearing about those schools, and even going to school in Maryland, and the football program wasn't as big there. I just think the biggest thing is when you look at this situation, and even going to UM, I've just been told kids are doing shit starting in high school, and I think it would definitely be interesting to see how it'll happen. I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment. Yeah, so I just look at this situation, and I think it's an old guy looking for clicks, and I think at the end of the day, LeBron's not doing anything different than what everybody else is doing. So for me, I just think it's definitely interesting to see how everything's playing out. I want to hear your guys' opinions on this situation. Do you agree with Kevin Garnett? What do you think of the whole beef? I think it's rather entertaining. It's where we are with NBA media. We want shock value, and that's fine and dandy. It's just LeBron's gonna respond, and KG's gonna say whatever. It's just how it goes. All right. I just think it's entertainment, but yeah, with the way that I see it today, everybody does supplements. I don't think it's funny. I'm entertained, and you guys should be too. Just with the way that society runs, it's what they do. It's for the clicks, guys. Especially with KG now being in the media, he needs to make sure people are showing up and watching his shit, and that's okay. If that's what you want to do, man, get your money. I just think it's funny that old players love to go after today's guys. But the generation's always gonna do whatever they want. I just think, again, it's funny to me. I'm entertained. You guys should be too. But yep, I hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry for making the end of this video such shit. But yeah, that's it. Bye.